Let me see.
This meeting is being watched.
Okay, we are now live with the Civil Law and Procedure Subcommittee. And yes, we have, I know that Delegate Conaway is on, even though his and Delegate Moon both texted me that they're on. And Delegate Young, I guess, is on as well, even though their video is not on. That's fine.
You can't see me?
Now we can see you, yes.
Okay, good.
Okay. I believe we have a quorum, so let's get, we only have one bill really to discuss here. It's House Bill 42. This is Delegate Lopez's bill that deals with garnishment and having the $500 exemption, not exemption, excuse me, that the limit that if they have $500 or less in their account, they can't, the money cannot be taken out. This was worked on in the Senate. The Senate came up with committee amendments that everybody seemed to be okay with. Holly, do we have any opposition now with that you are aware of? Now that
No, we actually received an email that everybody is on board. Do you want us to screen share so we can see the amendments if anybody needs them?
So is the bill that you're screen sharing, is that the reprint or is that?
It is, it's the reprint.
Okay.
You wanna-
So-
I'll move the amendments while we're doing that.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, great. So let's, you have the screen share on there. So let's,
Yes, it's already shown.
let's talk about the amendment real quick. If, I know Holly is trying to do two things at once. But Matt, do you think you can lower the reprint? Or you,
Can you see the reprint?
we can. The question is, can you go down to show us,
Right there.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I can do it here.
just trying to, yeah, I don't.
All right, I'm doing two things at one time, so you have to bear
I
with me.
know.
So here, we're gonna go down. Let me see. Okay, and you can see it. So just, you have to tell me, Delegate Cardin, how far.
Okay. All right, so these are, so now you can see number 5 is where we start with the amendments to the.
This, yeah, this one's just clarifying. So what they did is they redefine, so they have bank, credit union, trust company, and they just make it all depository institutions just for clarity purposes. And then they referred to subsection C3, which is on this page. And this is where everybody's all okay now. These are the parameters. This provides additional procedures, additional checks. It clarifies what the total amount is, the $500, and then and refers to what is in excess. And you'll see that in number 3. It clarifies the exemption requirements. And so this is where the unfavorables all came together and everybody's okay now, the bankers and the credit unions and all of that. So.
Great. Okay. Any questions on the amendments?
I would move them favorably.
I will say that I personally checked with the creditors bar and with the bankers folks, and they all said that they're ready to go with the Senate bill. Yes, Delegate Eric Kane.
Yeah, that's what I want to make sure they've gotten these amendments and they are okay with everything. They think that they can.
I received an email. Oh, I can't look at it right this second, but we just received it. Dylan got it about an hour or so ago, and everybody is completely fine and said with this amendment language, they are on board.
Okay, that makes me feel better because I know there was some concern with them even being able to sort of accomplish it functionally. So as long as they think that's something they can actually do, then I'm happy to move
And
forward.
Delegate Cardin, did you mention a Senate bill?
Yeah, so these amendments came from the Senate bill, which is moving right now. And these were the ones that passed out of the Senate. And
It was 45 to nothing.
It's
45
passed
to
out of the
0.
Senate 45 to nothing. And,
Okay.
and
And Voted out of JPR the same, I think a unanimous vote.
Bob Benton usually loiters in front of my office, and he was not loitering in front of my office today. So that's a good sign.
Yeah. Great.
Yes, Delegate Williams.
Yes, sorry, I was in the waiting room. So what's on the screen? Is this the same reprint that was just sent to us earlier today? Holly, I apologize.
This and Delegate Williams, I'm sorry, no, you're completely fine. I apologize. We're working 2 computers right now. We had a couple sound system errors. This is the amendment everybody received, and we received word from all sides. Everybody's okay. And just to recap, this is the bill. The cross files already moved out of JPR and the Senate, out of the Senate 45-0.
Okay, and
With
this is the exact same
Yeah.
language as
And-
the cross file. Okay,
And the essence of the bill is that if you have $500 or less in your account in some sort of checking
That will be
account,
protected
but
from
they
exemption.
can't attach that through garnishment.
all right, move favorable with amendments, or do I need to?
Okay, so wait, we have the amendments. So the amendments were, everybody in favor of the amendments, raise your hand. Is there anybody opposed? Okay, well, actually, can we take the screen off so I can see everybody at the same time? Do you think you can do that, Matt? Okay. I'm assuming that I do not have anybody opposed to the amendments. Is there a motion on the bill as amended?
Move favorable.
Second,
Okay, great. So any discussion, any other questions before we go forward? Great. All those in favor of the bill as amended, raise your hand. Is there anybody opposed? Great. Thank you. Delegate Munoz, you opposed, or you just were very quick to get your hand out, or slow to get your hand out?
Exactly.
Okay. We will.
I can see you a little bit there.
That's it. There is going to be, for your edification, an amendment, a technical amendment on House Bill 18, which we dealt with for an hour and a half last week. It is just to take out language that was improperly referring to a part of the bill that was, that had been stricken based on the amendments. So we took out, it was like 3 or 4 words. I just want to let you know that we're not going to deal with that here. We're going to deal with that when we vote later this afternoon. Anything else, Holly, for the good of the order? Great. Thank you guys very much. Go get some lunch. Take care.